Namaste my fellow strikers, Holy Materia here, back with another Shinobi Striker video. Today we're going to be talking about the 2.43 update, but before we get into it, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more content. Okay, so this update has been a huge W. Like every update in Season 5, besides maybe the Tamari update, like all these updates have been so impressive, so great. We got another new map, the patch notes, some of the best patch notes I've seen in a long time. We got a great DLC that's interesting but not broken or overpowered. Like this has just been a WW of an update. So in this video we're going to be talking about the update in general, and then we'll get into more in-depth stuff in later videos. So we'll have an Isshiki DLC like breakdown and review, and then we'll talk more in depth about each of the buffs and nerfs to all of this stuff. But first, let's just talk about these patch notes, man, because this is a huge dub, man. Okay, so first of all, started it off, attack types just got nerfed. They got straight up nerfed heavy. So let's look at these rebalanced ninjutsu and secret techniques. So first, attack types, Imperial Wrath got increased cooldown time, and Uchiha Shuriken Jutsu Oboroguruma also got increased cooldown time. Now, it's just like the Sharingan, they got 2 extra seconds added. So with Oboroguruma, it made it from 9 seconds to 11 seconds, and Imperial Wrath, I think it took it from 13 to 15 seconds. So these might not be the only nerfs that are needed for these jutsu, but it's a step in the right direction for sure. And we'll talk more about the attack types in a second here. So range types got a buff to their ultimate Shikigami Dance Storm. So it added a decreased movement speed status effect to enemies hit, and added a reduced health recovery status effect to enemies hit. And so this is crucial. I'm not sure like why they felt like this ultimate in particular needed a buff, but because this is already like one of the meta ults, it's something that you see in comp already, and now it's even better. And I feel like it should have already reduced speed, because it just seems like having those papers on you would make you slower. But yeah, and the speed reduction is pretty drastic too. So this is a really good ult now to go along with the tornado ult from Tamari, because that had kind of taken over the meta for range types, but now Shikigami Dance Storm is back. So range just got that buff, and that's it. No nerfs, no unnecessary nerfs or anything like that. Like this is the first patch notes I've seen in a while that just makes complete sense. Like there might have been like a little bit more that they could do, but every single nerf and buff makes sense on this patch note. So it's a really good day, man. So then defense types, this is definitely an update for defense types, because defense types got the DLC, which is good, and they also got a bunch of buffs. So Boruto Stream can now deactivate super armor when it hits enemies, so that's crucial. Any move that can break super armor, or it's a good thing whenever we get more moves that can break super armor. So I've heard people complain that it doesn't really make sense that move should be able to break super armor, but I'll take it, because super armor is super annoying. So yeah, any move that can break it, I'll take any of them. So now we got wood style silent strangle jutsu, increase the ninjutsu attack speed, so it comes out way faster. It's easier to combo, just easier to hit with in general, because it is so much faster now. And then wood style hidden jutsu deep force emergence, it reduced the secret technique gauge needed for activation, so now you get this faster. I think this is a good buff, and I feel like a lot of ultimates, like the older ultimates, need a buff like this, because they've kind of fallen victim to power creep, where at one point they were really good. Like deep force emergence used to be a meta ult, you used to see it all the time, but now there's so many better defense ults that you don't see it as much anymore. But this could help it make a little comeback. And yeah, there's like a lot of different ults that I feel like could use something like this. And then for heal types, great nerfs on the heal type. Yasaka beads got nerfed to the ground. It says 3 different things, but they're all about tracking. So first it says decreased ninjutsu tracking ability, so just in general. And then it says ninjutsu stops tracking the enemy after a certain amount of time passes. So you can't hit people from across the map, where like especially if somebody's carrying the flag and they're like hundreds of meters away, and the thing just tracks them forever. And then it also says reduces enemy detection during pursuit. So yeah, it's just easier to dodge now. It just feels like dodging a regular attack, like a regular not like a regular fireball, but a regular attack that has decent tracking. So now it kind of tracks the way it always should have, without being like super crazy. With Izanami, they increased the secret technique gauge needed for activation, so it takes longer to get. It's a good nerf. I still feel like they need to make it to where it doesn't like pitfall people, where they just freeze in the air like they do with Infinite Tsukuyomi. I'm not sure why they haven't changed that, but this is a good nerf though. Both of these nerfs are good for the heal type. The Itachi DLC was just too strong, man. And then finally, so many people's prayers have been answered. They finally did something to buff the War Arc Sakura DLC. So the 100 healing jutsu added adjusted so the ninjutsu can be activated mid-air with additional inputs during Cherry Blossom Hurricane. I actually didn't even realize you couldn't do that move in the air. That's so goofy that you had to be on the ground to do something like that. But just like all the other ground pounds like Crimson Drizzle and Cherry Blossom Clash, now you can do this ultimate in the air also, so that's a good buff. The Sakura DLC still needs some more love, but that's a step in the right direction for sure. Now on to this might probably be a bigger nerf to attack types than even nerfing Imperial Wrath in Oboro. So let's look at the rebalanced weapons. So the ninja tool, the scientific ninja tool, Chakra Claws Alpha and Beta, both of them got the same nerf. So they both got reduced movement distance for some attacks and reduced movement distance while in midair for some attacks. So this basically makes it so that it's harder to do the triangle spam infinite, where you just keep getting your sub locked over and over and you can't do anything about it. So like basically now you can, there's like a time in the middle of this attack string where you can block and you can deflect people, and it's just like a lot easier to drop that combo now. So it's not so cheesy like it has been for the last however long since they added the sub lock. So they actually, because they had nerfed these before, but it didn't really change much. But now they nerfed them again, and it looks like it's actually done something. So I'm super hyped about all the nerfs to attack types, man, because every other class got at least 1 or 2 buffs, and attack types only got nerfed. So it seems like they finally realized that the attack type class is just broken, man, and they finally are doing something about it. Like, these patch notes are such a W, man. I feel like even when there are some good buffs and nerfs on some of the other ones, there are always like 1 or 2 things that it's just like, why did they do this? Like, why did they change this or this way in this way? But this one, every single thing makes complete sense, like with how the game is working in its current state. And then this one really made me feel validated because they buffed the range type ninja tool, the new ninja tool, Mitsudomo, or however you say it. So they adjusted so that ninja tools hit easier when enemies are close. So that was like one of the first videos where I just straight bashed something for the whole video, like talking about how bad that ninja tool was. So the fact that they buffed it already right after it came out, it means that, yeah, that ninja tool was garbage. And I'm glad that it got a buff. I still don't think it's going to be like one of the better ninja tools, but at least you can hit people at a close distance, because it used to spread out kind of crazy and it would like just miss people that were close to you, and it made it kind of useless where you always had to use it from a long range, and that's not a good look. Like, you want to be able to use your ninja tools from any kind of distance, even if they're like mainly for long distance. So yeah, man, I'm hyped about these patch notes. Everything is just all dubs, man, all the way around. So it's incredible. And then we got some new lobby emotes and stuff, so those are cool. But then the new map is just amazing, man. It's huge. It's almost like 2 maps like put together side by side. I've only played it on combat and in base so far, and I think I've only seen one way the bases are set up. I'm not sure if this map will have like different setups for base and flag like the other new maps. But there's definitely like lots of different places to put the bases, and it's just like, it's so unique. They got like new mechanics, they have more gates, but it's also just so different the way there's like an interior and exterior. Like, there's a whole big room where you can fight on the inside, and I love it in combat when both teams start off on either side of that big building, like the mountain, and then you just both open the gates and you just come in and then start the fight inside the building. It's so dope, man. It just feels like you're having some kind of turf war or something. It's amazing. And yeah, and just the way the whole thing is set up, like, I can't wait to play this on flag, actually, even though I don't even really like flag battle that much. I can't wait there's like all kinds of like different passageways and like areas you can go to that could be like tricky when it comes to like running a flag or something like that. So like, yeah, man, this new map is so incredible. We've been asking for the maps for all these years, and they came through in season 5, man. Like, 4 new maps. Like I still can't believe it. I thought they were gonna give us 2 when they gave us that update before season 5 started, but man, they came through. They're all amazing, and they're not even really renovations. Like these are brand new maps. Like they might be based on the same villages or whatever, or the same areas in the show, but these are brand new. Like there's nothing, this is nothing like the old cloud map, and they took out all the pitfalls, put water down at the bottom, so there's no pitfalls at all. None of the new maps have pitfalls, so it's another thing that they listen to the people about. Like nobody likes pitfalls in the game, so they gave us 4 new maps, and none of them have pitfalls, so let's go. And then the Isshiki DLC is so cool, man. I'm gonna have a full breakdown of him once the DLC comes out for purchase, and we can like mess around with builds and stuff, and I'll have like build videos coming out later. But yeah, I love the way his moves work, where they don't feel overpowered, even though they do a lot of stuff, because the way they work in stages is really cool. Like it's so unique. Like you have to, in order to get like, it's some crazy stuff though, because they basically get like an Obero movement buff with that choke move, but you have to land the choke move first, and then you get the buff after that, so that's cool. And then also you can't activate the second part of the dojutsu move until you like counter somebody. So like the way the moves are set up are really cool, and then the ultimate is just crazy. it's just raining those Minecraft cubes on people. So that's an amazing move especially for CC, like for zoning. But I'll talk more about the Isshiki DLC in upcoming videos. But yeah, man, this update has been a huge W. Season 5, best season of Shinobi Striker history, easy bar none. Even better, this has been a better season even than the one that introduced the survival exercise. Like this season has just been so amazing. Like it's just incredible. It's been incredible, man. So I can't applaud the new dev team enough, man. These dudes have been holding it down. And then season 6, I'm looking forward to it, because this is going to be the season of range. We're most likely getting a range ultimate for the season pass, and then we'll almost definitely get 2 range type DLC. So yeah, so once season 6 is over, the game should be like at least sort of balanced. Like range type should have a come up when it comes to where they are in the meta right now. So yeah, man, the Shinobi Striker is going in the right direction, man. This season has been amazing. Looking forward to the next season, because I'm sure there's going to be at least a season 6, but I don't know what they'll do after that. Hopefully we'll just get a sequel. But yeah, I got nothing to complain about this update, man. Everything has been a dub. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this update, and how you're feeling about the new map, the Isshiki DLC, and all these patch notes. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Everybody stay safe out there. Peace and love.